You know that feeling? You sit down to write an essay and your mind just goes blank. You stare at the cursor, type a sentence, delete it, type another one, delete that too. It feels like the essay should just flow out of you, but it never does. Here's the thing. That's normal, and it's not your fault. You were never taught how essays actually get built. Today I'm showing you a 7-step blueprint. Essay writing stops being guesswork. It becomes following a map. By the end, you'll know exactly how to go from blank page to finished draft. No panic, let's get into it. Nobody tells you this about writing essays. That moment when you're staring at a blank page, cursor blinking, feeling stuck, that's not writer's block. That's what happens when you try to build a house by laying random bricks. Most people just start typing and hope the essay figures itself out. It never does. Good essays aren't discovered while writing. They're planned before you type a single word. Think of it like architecture. You wouldn't build a skyscraper without blueprints, right? Your essay needs the same treatment. Picture an essay like a building. The foundation holds everything up. That's your thesis. Stack evidence on top, then your analysis, then your conclusion at the very top. Why does this matter? Because if your foundation cracks, the whole thing collapses. Here's the number. 70% of essay grades come down to structure, not fancy vocabulary. Structure. Stop trying to write your way to clarity. Build your way there instead. Blueprint first, writing second, always. Before you write anything, you need to do what I call a prompt autopsy. Take the essay question and dissect it. Look for the action verb, words like analyze or compare. These tell you exactly what kind of thinking you need. Analyze means go deeper than summary. Compare means find connections and differences, then identify your audience and your constraints. Who are you writing for? What boundaries exist? If the prompt says, compare dietary and social benefits, you can't suddenly start talking about economic policy. The prompt is your contract. Read it like a lawyer would. Check this out. Every strong essay solves a problem, not just states facts. This is where you find your X, your point of tension. Start by brainstorming wide. Write down every idea connected to your topic. Don't judge it yet, then cluster related ideas together. Draw lines between them. Now look for the gap, the contradiction, the thing that doesn't quite fit. Research says community gardens improve health, but cities still treat them as market issues, not public health strategies. That tension right there, that becomes your thesis. Find the dilemma and you find your argument. You're going to read a lot of sources, and here's the trap. Most students just summarize each one separately. Don't do that. Build what's called a synthesis matrix instead. Put your sources in rows, your themes in columns. Now you can see where researchers agree, where they disagree, and where they leave gaps. Smith says one thing about nutrition. Jones says something different about community spaces, but neither addresses funding challenges. See that gap? That's where your original thinking lives. Your job isn't to repeat what others said, it's to show what they missed. Let's talk about what makes a thesis actually work. Here's the formula: specific topic plus arguable stance plus analytical rationale. A weak thesis just states a fact. Community gardens have benefits. Who would disagree with that? Nobody. Dead on arrival. A strong thesis picks a fight. It says something specific that reasonable people could challenge. Test your thesis by asking, could someone write an entire essay arguing the opposite? If yes, you've got something real. If no, go back and sharpen it. Here's a number that might surprise you. 15 minutes of outlining saves roughly 2 hours of staring at a blank screen. I've seen it happen over and over. Without an outline, you end up with a wobbly stack. Random quotes, disconnected facts, ideas that don't build on each other. With an outline, everything interlocks. Think of the outline as your essay's GPS. You can adjust the route while driving, but you need to know the destination first. This is the most skipped step. It's also the most critical one. Once you have your thesis, break it apart. This is called decomposition. Take your main claim, split it into smaller supporting claims. Each claim becomes a body paragraph. Each paragraph needs evidence underneath it. Here's the rule that makes everything click. Every single paragraph must serve a distinct purpose in proving your thesis. If a paragraph doesn't directly support your main argument, cut it. Doesn't matter how interesting it is. Your thesis is the boss. Every paragraph works for it. Alignment is everything. Your introduction needs to work like a funnel. Start wide, end narrow. First comes the hook, something that grabs attention. A startling stat works great. 91% of plastic waste is never recycled. That stops people. Then you provide background context, define key terms, give historical grounding, establish what's at stake. Finally, at the narrowest point of the funnel, you deliver your thesis. That specific arguable claim that tells the reader exactly where you're headed. Wide to narrow, hook to thesis, that's every strong introduction. For body paragraphs, remember 4 letters. PEEL, point, evidence, explanation, link. Start with your point, the topic sentence that directly supports your thesis. Then bring in evidence, a quote, a statistic, concrete data. But here's where most students stop, and that's the mistake. The explanation is where the real work happens. You explain why that evidence matters, how it proves your point. Finally, the link connects this paragraph to the next one. One paragraph, one main idea. Always, this framework turns messy paragraphs into airtight arguments. Your conclusion is an inverted funnel, the opposite of your intro. Start narrow with your thesis, restated in fresh words. Don't just copy-paste it, then broaden out. Synthesize your key points. Show how your main ideas connect and work together. Finally, end with what I call the clincher, the so what moment. Why does any of this matter beyond your essay? What are the bigger implications? But here's the critical warning: never introduce new evidence in your conclusion. That's like adding rooms to a house after you've finished the roof. Synthesis only. You've got a draft. Time for the reverse outline X-ray. Go through your essay. Pull out just the first sentence of each paragraph. Line them up. Read them in order. Do they form a coherent logical argument all by themselves? If yes, your structure is solid. If the logic breaks down, if you read them and think, wait, how did I get from point 2 to point 3? That's your signal. Reorganize your paragraphs before you touch any grammar. Fix the walls before you paint them. This diagnostic catches problems no spell checker ever will. Here's a secret about good writers. They rewrite more than they write, and they do it in 2 separate passes. First pass is macro structure. You're the editor. Check coherence. Check flow. Is your evidence strong? Does everything align with your thesis? Cut anything that doesn't serve the argument. Second pass is micromechanics. Now you're the proofreader. Grammar, citations, sentence length, filler words. The golden rule: never proofread while you edit. They require completely different mental modes. 2 passes, every time. Step back, see the whole picture. Your essay is an ecosystem where every sentence advances the central claim. Context funnels down to your thesis in the intro. The thesis dictates your body paragraphs, each one a PEEL block with evidence and analysis. Paragraphs transition smoothly into each other. Everything flows down to answer the ultimate question: so what? When it all connects, your essay stops being a disconnected list of facts. It becomes an engine of persuasion. Every piece has a purpose. Nothing is wasted. Love it. Here's your master checklist. 7 boxes before you submit anything. Did you decode the prompt's action verbs and constraints? Did you brainstorm tension and synthesize your research? Did you build a structural outline and decompose your thesis? Did you draft a funnel introduction? Did you apply PEEL to every body paragraph? Did you craft an inverted funnel conclusion with no new information? Did you complete the reverse outline and 2-pass revision? Trust this process. Systematic writing always wins. You've got the blueprint now. Go build something. I'll see you in the next one.